everyone out here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon in October, which is Domestic Violence Advocacy Month. We are at a small but fierce march hosted by Summer Dickerson of Women of the Well Ministry. Summer is an internationally known anti-sex trafficking and domestic violence advocate. She has spoken at world conferences on the topic several times in her career in advocacy. She also is a survivor herself of trafficking.
Shatter the silence of domestic violence.
So she runs a local organization by the name of Women of the Well Ministry. Again, domestic violence and sex trafficking outreach, getting women and men out of situations that they might not have other control of.
So thank you for everybody that's tuned in with us. We got 10 people walking. We got 13. We got 2 mainstream media and 2 live streamers and photographers. I'm just saying, not too many.
Hell, you and I did this by ourselves in 30 below weather.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Right, guys, let's hear it.
Shatter the silence. Shatter the silence of domestic violence. Shatter the silence of domestic violence. Shatter the silence of domestic violence.
Now, since we did end up with some smaller numbers today, we are doing a very short march. We're just taking it around the block real quick.
And we want to stand in the gap and let all victims know if you're out there, there is help, and we do recover. So, shatter the silence of domestic violence. Shatter the silence of domestic violence. Shatter the silence of domestic violence. Shatter the silence
of domestic violence.
There we go. What's your search down? Stop the silence.
I believe if you go to WOW, W-O-W-K-Y, WOWKY.org, you will find the Women of the Well Ministry website for more details on the outreach that is done.
There you go. Great. And you know, not too bad. We've got 2 mainstream.
About 10 or 12 people marching with us today. This is kind of a organized little spur of the moment. I believe she posted it about 2 weeks ago. Wish we could have gotten a little bit more publicity on it. But there is 2 live streamers, 3 technically, including Summer. Summer covered a lot of the protests with us last summer. So there's technically 3 local live streamers. We've got a local photographer, Graham, here with us. And there was 2 mainstream media cameras that followed us for about a block to get their B-reel. They did a little interview with Summer earlier for their A-reel, so I'm sure that, what time is it? It's about 6 o'clock. If they get it, they'll probably have it up on their 6 o'clock cycle here in about 15 minutes. So go check out WDRB 6 o'clock news, and I bet you'll see a little bit about Summer in this little march. I didn't do the interview with Summer because I've done plenty of interviews with Summer. Let the mainstream get in and get their clips.
It's paper. Okay, what if we saw this in the Are we walking through? They're having it together now.
Okay, 4th Street Live, here we go. domestic violence. Domestic violence. Of domestic violence. Of domestic violence. Domestic violence. Of 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 domestic violence. So again, if you are just now tuning in, we are at the Shatter the Silence for Domestic Violence rally and march. Small numbers, 10 or 12, ended up making it out. Hey, meanwhile. But it is a march in support of education and awareness of domestic violence, sex trafficking outreach. There are some signs that are being held up by the small number of marchers. Haven't really been able to get too good of a shot in front of me yet, but I'll try to make sure. But October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, if I'm not mistaken. So Summer felt it was necessary to do some type of demonstration, even if it is small, and didn't have much time to get the planning fully together. Still able to have a few people come out on this beautiful day and try to spread some awareness. I've seen a couple of people that have looked at us, I guess expecting us to be BLM protesters probably. So they kind of give us a stink eye, and then I guess they notice the signs that it's actually for domestic violence advocacy, and then they turn it around real quick. Like, oh shit. I feel bad about my bigotry now. running into other media that's probably just down here taking pictures of this event. Very evil. It's absolutely beautiful weather today for this small domestic violence advocacy outreach march and rally, again organized by Women of the Well Ministry. Summer Dickerson herself, incredible woman, done a lot of things in this realm for this outreach. So again, go to WOW, WOWKY, wowky.org for more details on Women of the Well and the work that Summer Dickerson back here has done.
Sorry, yeah, hi beautiful. We just wanted to walk in solidarity for all the victims of domestic violence that we have lost, and then also just to kind of let people know that we are making awareness of such a horrible crime of domestic violence. Alright. Well, Black Man, make sure none of my protesters get hit. And, you know, we cannot walk this
park here was coined David McAtee Park, I believe, by Chris Rock originally. We were caught here several times after curfew when we were kicked out of the main park, so we would sometimes come down to here. They would follow most of the time, try to kick us out. It was just right over there by those bike racks where Steph from Milky Mess TV was blatantly targeted by LMPD. You can even hear in the footage saying there she is. And that was whenever LMPD was actively targeting independent media to try to suppress our coverage of the civil unrest and movement that was happening in Louisville, Kentucky last summer. Suppression was huge at that time. Even some of the mainstream media got wrapped up in it. Katie Rust, previously Wave 3, I believe she's down in like New Orleans now. She and her cameraman were hit with pepper balls by a LMPD or corrections officer, like night 2 of the protests. So their suppression was almost blanket, independent as well as mainstream, being, you know, not allowed to expose the truth in extreme situations whenever excessive force were being used on peaceful protesters.
Shatter the silence of domestic violence. Shatter the silence of domestic violence. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Shatter the silence of domestic violence. Shatter the silence of domestic violence. Shatter the silence of domestic violence. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Shatter the silence of domestic violence. What did I say? Shatter the silence of domestic violence. Shatter the silence of domestic violence. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Protect women. Protect women. Protect women. Protect women. Protect women. Protect children.
Summer just explained that while women and children are predominantly the targets of domestic violence, there are also many cases whenever men, full-grown men, are also the targets of domestic violence.
Abuse happens in so many different forms, you guys. It can happen in financial, it can happen physical, it can happen mentally, it can happen spiritually. Abuse comes in all forms, and today we are letting everybody know we are not going to run away from the abuse. We are going to run towards it to help victims. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Yes.
So we're now making our way back to 6th and Jeff, where the march started. A couple of blocks. But again, Summer was, explaining that while women and children are typically the targets of domestic violence, nobody's safe from it. Men are also victims. So if you find yourself in a situation where you feel that abuse could be happening, know you're not alone. Know that there are people that have made it through and survived, and are willing to help out with getting you out of those situations as well. So just know you're not alone. All walks of life, you're not alone.
Breonna Taylor. Say her name. Breonna Taylor. And I just wanted to say her name because I will never step on Sister Dickerson and not scream Breonna Taylor's name because it's still Breonna Taylor. So, love ya. And it's most definitely for victims of domestic violence. She was not a victim of domestic violence. And a huge part of any march that we do here in Louisville, and so I always want to make sure that we give her, and David McAtee and Tyler Girth and Travis and everybody that we lost, make sure we say their names, so because they're with us today. Yep, and Chris. I made sure I shouted out Chris and David McAtee. All right, you guys. Well, thank you guys. We are here, and we are gonna wrap it up, I guess.
Thank you guys for marching.
So to close out again, this was a march organized and executed by Summer Dickerson of Women of the Well. If you're not familiar with her, you should look her up. Very strong woman. Has been working in domestic violence and sex trafficking outreach for a very, very long time. But her organization is Women of the Well Ministry. So you can go to wowky.org and get more details on the work that is done. But domestic violence is everywhere. And as someone was saying, you know, it's not just physical violence. It can be monetary. It can be mental. You know, it can be emotional. There's just so many different ways that control can be tried to impose on people that can be seen as actual violence against them. You know, again, not physical violence, but there's other forms of violence. So just know that, again, if you are out there and you are experiencing anything of that nature, that you're not alone. There are people out there that are willing to help. You know, you can reach out to me. I'll get you the connections. You can reach out to Summer. She'll get you the connections. So don't be afraid to step up. This month is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So you might end up seeing a few more things before the month closes out. But we're going to go ahead and sign off for now. So Jared Wright of Right Heart Media. Everybody stay strong, stay safe.